Hello, dear students. In the previous lecture of the periodic classification of elements, we have already discussed need for classification. What is the need for classification? Because we cannot study the separately properties of every element. Second, Dauvergne classification we have already discussed. Its introduction, its results, its limitation. Three things we have done. Next thing we have done activity. Next thing we have to discuss today is about Newland's classification. Next classification come in 1877. This one comes in 1817 particularly. The next one come in 1866 roundabout, when Newland's classify the elements. So Newland's introduction particularly, first thing what we will tell in the introduction of the Newland's. Thus when Newland started the classification, 56 elements were known at that time. Mean to say more elements get researched during this time period, and during this time period only 31 elements are known on the when Dauvergne started the classification, but at the time of Newland's 56 elements were known at that time. So he classified elements on basis of Newland's law of octaves, famous law of octaves. On law of octaves basis, actually he classified. What is law of octaves? Law of octaves states that if you arrange elements according to increasing atomic masses, every eighth element will repeat the property of first element. This is the law of octaves actually, that when you arrange the elements according to their increasing atomic mass, every eighth element will repeat the property of first element. He even matched this law with the music notes, that is sa re ga ma. So that is also sometimes law of octaves is compared with the music notes particularly, that is our okay. Now for example, if you take the first column, that from you will start lithium, sodium, lithium, then you come to beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. So you will see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Eighth element will come sodium. Sodium will repeat the property of lithium. Okay. So every eighth element repeating the property of first element. So this is the famous law of octaves, on which Dauvergne did the classification particularly. This is the introduction regarding the Newland's classification. I am again repeating, according to when he started the classification, 56 elements were known at that time. He classified the elements on the basis of law of octaves, which states that if you arrange elements according to increasing atomic mass, every eighth element will repeat the property of first elements. And for example, you have told about the second period is as it is present in the Newland's classification. Next thing is about what is the results. I have told you that results can become with the name merits, achievements. These are the same things about the any classification if they ask. So you will tell that he successfully classified almost. I have repeatedly say that you will use almost word definitely in case of the merits. He successfully classified almost elements known at that time according to their similar physical and chemical properties. So this is the results, merits of that classification given by the Newlands. At that time, that classification given by him is the most successful classification at that time. Okay, now limitations, or you can call them demerits, drawbacks. The question can with any of these letters can use. That what are the limitation of the Newlands classification? What are the demerits of the same answer? That first thing, his law is applicable only to lighter elements, or you can say, or up to calcium. After that, you will see that if you arrange those elements according to properties, according to Increase-Gettinghaus, their properties are not matching. So his law is applicable only up to calcium, or you can say lighter elements. Second, you will tell he didn't consider, during classification, he didn't consider there will be more elements known in the future. Mean to say, he didn't expect that in the future there will be more elements that come to existence. That is another limitation. Third, you will tell he put two elements in same slot, like cobalt and nickel he placed in the same one. Of the lithium sodium family he put that particularly, whose properties are clearly not matching with them. So that is the another limitation. So three limitations I have told you about the Newlands. First one is his law is not applicable to all the elements. He didn't consider that will be four more elements known in the future, and he put some elements in the same slot, which is not according to the properties. Even their properties are not matching with the existing elements, okay, in the properties. Like he also put some metals in case of the halogen family, while their properties are not completely matched with them. Like he cerium, lanthanum, he put the another thing in the same slot, while their properties are different. So that is the another limitation particularly regarding the Newlands classification. I am summarizing again to you the Newlands classification. We have started with the introduction, 56 element known, law of octaves, particulation on the basis, then example. Then if we come to results, we successfully classify almost elements. This classification is the most successful at that time. Second thing about the limitations, we clearly understand that these are the three basic limitations regarding the Newlands classification. Okay, so today we will have completed our Newlands classification, complete one. Today you will do only Newlands classification. So now you are doing to what? Read the Newlands classification, or you can say read up to the Newlands classification. Second thing, make notes in fair notebook. Third thing, important, blueprint question are given. Blueprint question answer after Newlands classification are given. 3 questions are given there. You have to solve those 3 questions in rough notebook. Okay, I am repeating again. You have to read the Newlands classification up to the topic Newlands classification. The whole thing you have to read. Second, you have to make notes particularly from that topic, up to that topic particularly. Then there are blueprint questions are given. When Newlands classification completed, you will see that there are blueprints questions. 3 questions are given particularly there. So you have to solve those particular questions in your rough notebook. That is your homework. Thank you.